if there was a series ever, we should really start working on that and pitch it. Oh fuck.
That would be so crazy.
Yeah.
There were so many different things, though. I mean,
So many different
between
characters.
that and we were a pretty highly motivated group of individuals. I mean, we did some pretty high level stuff.
Yep.
But then at 3 o'clock in the morning, every morning we were in the break room watching Muy Buenos Dias,
Muy
drinking
buenos
coffee, watching
dias.
girls in bikinis dancing. Huh?
Yeah, it's funny how I didn't know about Muy Buenos Dias until I started working there.
Every morning we'd be watching it.
Holy hell. I mean, those were the good old days. And that's that. See, when we started podcasting about shit like that, some of the episodes we related shit that happened on that place. Sometimes it's, like I said, it's always been movies or adventures that we get to take. I mean, K Dog's been taking a lot more than me because, well, I'm poor.
Well, don't get it twisted. I'm poor as well, but at some point in time, I just don't care.
See,
Like,
that's the thing. We can't do that. I try to be spontaneous, but then it turns into hell once you come back and it's time to pay the check. Yeah.
right,
So
right.
it's one of those that we do get out there, and it's we share that with you. We discover a new alcohol, we share that with you, or new old alcohol, whatever. I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, it's been awesome, dude, and the fact that we're still doing this shit. I mean, it's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, I love the fact that we talk about all this different crazy things. We talk about
Yeah, and
anything under the sun.
yeah, and hopefully, I mean, you listening out there, you can take a few minutes off the real world and see, oh shit, man, you can see that people are people. We all go through shit. We all do shit, or you can just say, oh well, I'm glad my life is not as fucked up as Pato's, or or vice versa,
Or vice versa.
You can, like, fuck, all I'm saying is, I want to thank all you motherfuckers and motherfuckerettes for this awesome 4-year ride we've had. And like I said, we're going to continue. I mean, I don't want to jinx it saying that from this point on, we're going to go full speed, because usually that's when shit happens. And, and we go into a
Yeah, that's
hiatus.
when Chuck Norris comes in and says, "Yeah, you thought."
You thought Skyforce for you, motherfuckers. I'll show you, Keanu Reeves. Like,
Right.
all right, man. Shit, I don't know. Hey, the new Matrix movie is coming out too. That's another thing that I'm looking forward to. And fuck, man. Well,
It looked good.
I don't know. I think it's playing on the nostalgia factor for us.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these this fucking movies and shows and whatever. They've been fucking milking it with our shit. I mean, for a minute there, I
Big
thought
time, big time.
I heard that they were talking about Thundercat movie too, but it looks like all that shit's died down.
Yeah, it's like every 2 years or so, you hear a bunch of rumors. Oh, they're going to come out with it, and then it just kind of doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
But
fuckers.
have you finished Masters of the Universe? And if you have, don't say anything, because I just started watching it again, or
Okay.
the second part.
Well, all I can tell you is that okay, whoa, big ups to that motherfucker over there, Kevin Smith. The first time he took us for a ride. He took us for a fucking ride where I was one of those people that wasn't too thrilled with what he did in the first part.
And I was on the opposite side of that wagon. I really enjoyed what he had done.
Hey, just in case Kevin Smith's
No,
listening, there he goes, covering his tracks. Anyway, like, it wasn't me. Pato said you were an asshole. Anyway, no.
no. I mean, we have recorded evidence that I liked it. I liked
No,
it,
it's true.
the way that they had taken it.
And I went on record to
Um,
say that if he would have called it the Tila show at the beginning, I would have been okay with it. And I would have gone in prepared to what he was trying to do. But anyway, fast forward, I'm not going to spoil anything. All I can tell you is that I sat down with the 14-year-old and he put it on. And it was on my to-do list to watch it because obviously, I watched the first part. I gave it a like so that eventually we'd get a second part. And from the get-go, as soon as the opening scenes
Right.
from that, I knew I was walking into a different zone, and I was like, "Holy shit!" So we binge watched it, and I went out when I was done. I had to take to Twitter and put that Kevin Smith is a motherfucking genius, which he gave a like to, and later on I was screenshotting it and sending it to you like, hey, motherfucker, Kevin Smith liked my tweet. What have you done today, motherfucker? Like, but, fuck.
Actually, actually, now that you said that,
What?
not as awesome as Kevin Smith, but I made a comment on a pretty famous person's Facebook account,
Mm-hmm.
and they did respond. And I had posed a question and gave me an answer to my question and gave me several examples. They had said that they were going to go play some blues music
Wow.
live, and I had made a comment on this page that said, talking about how I'm just now starting to get into blues, and like I really enjoy the more the heavier, the guitar heavy blues,
Yeah.
um, and do they have any suggestions for me? Because they're a very accomplished musician themselves, and so I figured whoever, if I by some grace of the high, the spirits that they did respond, I would get some good choices. And it turns out they did respond and gave me several choices. So big ups to him. Thank you for responding. That really made my day.
Hey, and it's not the first time. I mean, when we first started doing this and we were like talking shit about Luke Skywalker, I remember there was a tweet that I posted on there, and Mark Hamill weighed in on it too. You remember that I told you?
Yep.
I remember telling Kato, we need to be careful what the fuck we say because this motherfucker might be listening. We're like,
Yep. And lo and behold.
Yeah. So anyway, no, yeah, definitely. Masters of the Universe, Kevin Smith, man, he's a motherfucking genius. I like the writing because, I've even compared this to, have you seen the Wimpy Kid movies?
A couple of them.
Did you see the one Roderick Rules where he was talking about rules, whatever? I can't remember the numbers or whatever, but he's like, never be good at anything you don't want to do. He was teaching the kid, and they did a half-assed job with the car, so the dad ended up watching it. And then when it was talking like for grades or whatever, he was like, lower their expectations. So I don't know if fucking Kevin Smith Roderick ruled us with the first part and then came back with, whooping out his dick like, here you go, motherfuckers.
Here you go, bitches. Enjoy it.
Yeah, like, kind of like that little clip you sent me one time when I was chilling watching movies with the missus, and I open it up without thinking twice, and I just hear dun 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 dun. Yeah, it was it started out as a very innocent, I think, what was it, Bruno Mars video, and then
something like that,
and then the was this big dong just slapping the heck out of this girl, and that's when I realized that I had to be careful when opening anything sent by K-Dog to me or Aisha. She's like,
she's really bad too.
Yeah, which Merry Christmas too. Oh gosh. So yeah. Yeah, so I think that's what Kevin Smith did on this second one. So if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, like I said, I started it. I don't know what episode I'm on because the episodes are really short.
Yeah,
they're only like half hour long.
Yeah, that's why.
And then we should be getting the new Clerks movie soon.
The new which one?
Clerks.
Oh yeah, the movie. Yeah, he's been in the editing process and all that.
Yeah. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to that because, dude, I think Clerks 2, hands on one of my favorite movies of all time.
Clerks 2. Hey, kind of like Silent Bob or Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back 2. I like that one. Some people
right.
Of course, the $200, little man. Put that shit. And then Jay's like, well, that's fair. He's like, holy fuck. That was just funny that they included those kids that from the original one where they're buying weed from them, and then you inspired us. We opened a dispensary. Well, hook me up. And he's like, been waiting all my life for this shit. $200, little man. Holy
Hey,
shit.
well, seems fair.
Yeah. Holy fuck, man. Holy shit, man. It's crazy. I mean, and I hope that in the last 4 years, I mean, you've tuned in, and I wonder if we've inspired anybody. I mean, there's a lot of podcasts that seem to do the shit we do.
I don't know. That one TikTok video I sent you, that had me kind of fucked up. That woman sounded just like you.
Yeah, fuckers and fuckerettes. Yeah, I was like, I feel ripped off,
Right.
motherfuckers and motherfuckerettes. I mean, holy fuck. Yeah, hey, you never know. Hey, I like to think that we're making the world a better place, one cuss word at a time.
That's right. That's right.
Holy shit.
It's like you read the title of our show, you already know what you're getting.
Yeah, so you can't fucking backpedal that one. Like, I didn't
So
know.
I do have a philosophical question for you. This happened to me today, and I'm kind of confused as to what I'm mad at. All right?
Okay.
All right. So, we all know our friend Steve, and
Yeah.
he, we all know how good he was. Well, one of his biggest pet peeves in the world was when you park in a handicapped parking spot and you don't have the right to. Like, if you don't have that placard or that license plate, dude, he would go ballistic.
Yeah.
Right? And through the years of working with him, that became one of my pet. Like, I don't like that, so that became one of my things.
Yeah.
Now, this morning I stopped at a coffee shop, National Coffee Shop. Everybody in this should know, my favorite. Anyways, I was leaving when I seen an older lady. I would say she was maybe in her 60s. Anyways, she pulls into a handicap spot in a white Ferrari.
Okay.
All right. Beautiful white Ferrari. Gets out. No placard hanging, no placard on the dashboard, no license plate. Okay, so by all accounts, she has no business parking in this spot. Gets out, walks in, gets her coffee, comes out, gets in her car, and leaves. Okay, no harm, no foul. Now, I'm trying to figure out, am I more mad that this lady parked in a handicap spot and didn't need to, or that she's driving a Ferrari and I'm not?
Let's see. If we take into consideration the position of the moon, the stars, and I would say you're pissed off because she's probably the mom of some fucking politician there that knows she's not going to get a ticket and is driving a Ferrari.
Right. I was like, God, dog. I couldn't believe it. And it took me some time to figure out. Like,
I'm sorry. Even if I had... Okay, back up. Being the size that you and I are, I mean, let's be realistic. Even if I had the cash, I would not buy a Ferrari or a Lamborghini.
Right.
I mean...
Because, especially a Lamborghini. Ferrari sit a little higher, and there's a little bit more room in them. But Lamborghini, of course, that's like controlled free fall, just getting into it, and then I gotta roll off onto the ground to get out of it after they butter me up.
Assuming that I can even fucking reach in when I'm in there, that my knees are not touching the roof,
Right. Right. It's like, assume the position and you grab your knees and hope for the best.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I have more power to her. I mean, I don't know. That's still one of my pet peeves. It happens a lot at this place that I know. There's this section that it's nothing but handicap spots, and some people will park there. And I'm like, well, we don't control that. So when you get a ticket there, don't come crying to us. That's not our department. That's actually the city. You will get one of those I have to go to court tickets from there, from that for parking there.